At Fenwick, Friar baseball is streaming live from the Priory Park here in River Forest, Illinois. Alongside my partner, Pat Fagan, this is Ryan Nero, and you're watching the Pat Marino Show.
Now pitching, number 7, Bobby Wilder.
Just maybe mute that one during. Yeah, good. Beautiful day here at the Priory. The rain has subsided.
We got to deal with the sound system, though, Ryan.
Yeah,
the rain is a small problem. We got to deal with the sound system. Buddy.
We've got challenges, even in our home park, you know.
They are not tempering it down today. I think they're trying to intimidate the Crusaders with the noise here. You know, like on Noriega back in the 80s, remember when they tried to smoke him out of his mansion with super loud, like Guns N' Roses for 72 straight hours or something.
And now a million miles an hour, set this goddamn house on fire. Smoke a cigarette before I leave.
Sorry. Wasn't charging. Once that music comes down, turn us up and we're good to go. Or we're still good to go. All right. Home plate umpire dusts off the dish, and we're getting set for game 2 of this doubleheader-ish, back-to-back games, I guess you'd call it, against Brother Rice. Quite a battle. Pitcher's duel yesterday, partner.
Yeah, no doubt.
No 1-1 game through 5 innings, and Friars ended up walking in 3 runs in the 6th, which were the only runs scored in the game that were not manufactured by way of a hit or a sac fly.
Yeah, we're off to the races here. Bobby fires 1 for strike 1 against Campbell, stepping in. If he stays ahead like Harrison did yesterday, Ryan. Really good pitch. Ooh, didn't miss by much. Good pitch.
Yeah. Oh, you got him in. Perfect. Bobby Milder, brother of Finn Milder, came in for relief late yesterday on the bump for the Friars.
Yeah, he walked one guy, and then he really stopped the bleeding in a big way. Got a ground out to the third baseman who came home with it, and I think he struck out the last hitter.
Milder sitting in the mid-70s here. Touched 83 here already today.
Good pitch.
Evens the count up 2-2 on that strike swinging. Leadoff hitter,
yeah,
Campbell.
Tuned him upstairs a little bit. Campbell tried to catch up with it, couldn't get it. He's a real nice hitter.
Wind blowing left to right here. Barely a breath. Full count here to start things off. Working scoreboard. We got everything going for us here.
A jumbo sound system. And we got a full count to start us off. We're doing the old late chant. I like it. We got a lot of enthusiasm. Popped it up.
That one hit high in the air. Out of play. Left field side.
I reached the metaphorical seats over there.
And that sound system just adds more to the cause, I guess, so to speak, for a press box.
Yeah, no doubt. Another challenge to put up with, but I think it's good for the general enthusiasm.
That one hit high in the air. Not sure where that one went. Back and left again.
I want to start running out of baseballs here.
Liz Lateral, our production director, in here today. And Bona is crazy says, I love you guys. Bona is crazy from Virginia.
She's on again. Or
yeah, he or she, we don't know.
We have no idea.
There's a ground ball to second baseman, Julian Torres, who fires it over to Munoz for out number 1.
It's a big guy to get there, Ryan. Obviously.
And Jan Bartos says, excited to have a chance to watch today. Let's go Friars.
Harrison did a great job yesterday of getting the leadoff man each time, working ahead. Hopefully Bobby can do the same as Curtilano steps in. This guy's another good hitter. They're all good hitters here for the Crusaders.
our live stream. Sorry about that. We had to dump the game into a different thumbnail. It's listed as Riverside Brookfield. We had some last minute technical difficulties, but we are streaming on YouTube and Game Changer with a working scoreboard, both here at the game and live at home. So for those of you watching on Game Changer, you'll see too. That one's hit high in the air, center field. That's A.J. McConnell out there, drifted over, squeezes for out number 2. How we line up defensively, partner?
Good job by Bobby getting through those first 2 outs. It's moving around. Third to first, we got Johnny Buckman at third base, Ethan Gonzalez at second. Julian Torres Ethan Gonzalez at shortstop, Julian Torres at second. Jeremy Moon is at first base, Bobby on the mound with Zach Morgan behind the plate. Mike McMahon in right field, Aiden McConnell in center.
Curveball misses upstairs.
And out in left, where's that out in left, right? This left field is tough for us. It must be...
that would be Ponzio, I believe.
Yeah,
Luca Ponzio. It's also right in front of my teeth here.
Great.
Skips past Zach Morgan. No trouble there.
Defense had a real good day yesterday. Played a nice, clean game.
Yeah, some nice plays in the outfield.
He's got 2-0 count to Cunningham. You don't want to leave one in the middle of the plate to this kid.
Pocket radar. We get the pitch velocity here, sponsored by Joel Kiersgaard.
Good pitch. Yep.
Gets the strike called there on the outside
Yeah, Bobby's
corner.
about 83 to 85 with the fastball. Curveball's coming in the high 60s. It's pretty standard for him. Miss low at that one. We got a 3-1 count. Doesn't want to come too clean to him here.
Ground ball smashed, foul down the third base line and out of play.
Good location on that one. Cunningham way out in front of it. Good pitch on a 3-1 count. Hopefully we can throw him the dark one here. We get out of this inning, get back in the dugout, and start to put some pressure on these Brother Rice Crusaders.
Some fans out in the bleachers in right center, center field.
Oh, didn't miss by much. Good pitch, good pitch.
Puts him on base by way of the walk. Out and left, we got our new sponsorship banners out there, decorating the left field fence, looking great in Fenwick colors.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job out there in left, although if they wanted to make their announcers happy, they would have put them in right, because we can see them better than left, but I guess it's not always all about us.
Nah, no doubt. Yeah, we really get the schneid here.
Good pitch, good pitch. That one looked a little high, but he gave him the benefit of the doubt on that. Oh, 1 count.
There's a ground ball up the middle, right to the shortstop. Ethan Gonzalez, who picks it up himself, steps on second to retire the side. And so who do we got here? We got the Brother Rice Crusaders. They go down without scoring here. And we'll be back in the action after a word from one of our illustrious sponsors here. Just a minute.
Hey, buddy.
The Cordial Inn, located at 9207 31st Street in Brookfield, Illinois. The Cordial Inn's been in business since the 1940s, serving up a small but delicious bar menu and all your frosty beverages. Stop into the Cordial Inn, where their friendly staff is always standing by to ensure you have a great experience.
Did it not get connected? It got disconnected?
And we're on. Back in the action here at the Priory as the Friars get set to get the bats going here. Bottom of the first, home team.
Now batting, number 20, Julian Torres.
It's a nice little addition.
Yeah, no doubt. Cut it.
Is that Bob Euchre? Who is that? First pitch to Julian. Misses for a ball. Yeah, that stay right there. That looks great. Tell you what we can do. Come here. Yeah, that's all right there. 2-1 the count to Torres. Leadoff hitter, switch hitter. Fouls that one back. 2-2.
Good cut there by Julian. Got to go work here. Got 2 strikes. It's an old.
Our live stream viewers are mounting up here as the sun starts to break through the clouds here.
Yeah, boy did it ever. Sunny.
That one fouled back to the home plate. Fencing, not quite to Harlem Avenue, but we'll talk about that, I'm sure, a few times this game.
Yeah. Always interesting, always exciting.
It's about as exciting as the lineup card every game. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of Cracker Jacks, our lineup. You don't know who's playing where and who's going to be starting. It's like a mystery each and every game. Keeps us on our toes, though, partner.
Yeah, yes, it does, Ryan. You know what else keeps me on my toes?
What's that?
You do, buddy. Julian all over it.
Torres all over it. He's battling.
Drawn 7 pitches here. What you want to do as a leadoff man, of course, you want to get on base and score runs, but if nothing else, you want to make this guy work. You don't want to go down easy.
Ponzio in the on-deck circle. Looking on, going to school here. Down low, misses, and Torres works it full.
What's the pitcher's name? What's the pitcher's name? Manos?
Mm-hmm.
Full count. Manos to Torres. I hope he can draw a walk, right? Wouldn't it be great?
Manos, it's
That's another one.
fisted foul and off the fencing down the visiting dugout, first base side. If it starts to get too hot on the broadcast view, we can go into the settings.
Keep battling indeed.
It's going to be difficult to do in game, though. It's going to have to live with it. This inning brought to you by Toronto Bread. Toronto Bread, Chicago's bread. And man, oh man, this kid is putting on a battle.
Oh, man. That one hung up forever.
Yeah, right behind those folks walking down the sidewalk on the east side of the street. And a 3-2 count again.
There it is.
That ball hammered foul down the left field line.
Julian, come on, Julian. Julian's getting everything in handle here. Of course, we all know Ryan Julian's young, freshman. My guess is he's kind of numbers too. Just looking at his face.
Already had 11 pitches here for our first batter.
This is what you want to do.
That ball hit high in the air left field. Left fielder drifting over, puts his glove up and squeezes for out number 1. No way.
55 to 105 is all it's saying.
Oh, okay.
One coming in that hot.
No, I mean, an error here.
Now batting, number 4, Luca Ponzio.
And in case you missed it, now batting, Luca Ponzio.
Right, yeah. I don't know if that's coming through in the broadcast. We might not even.
Ponzio takes first pitch, strike called, looking.
85 in that fastball.
That one in the dirt. Ponzio lays off, evens the count 1-1.
Duggett's fired up today. They are fired up. I think that first 12-pitch at bat got them a little worked up in there. And Emily Bastido sitting in the front row with a couple of dogs.
Oh, yeah. Our pup dog here. We're going to come out to watch her son. It gets the nod today.
No extra charge for the dogs, I don't believe, at the gate.
Down low. Home plate umpire doesn't like it. Neither do I, quite frankly. That's ball 2.
Yep. Umpire's had a perfect game score so far. This is only the bottom of the first. We will get on them, believe me.
Through 1 1/3. There's a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman drifted over. We seen this kid yesterday. One hops the pitcher, the first baseman, and Ponzio's out. Nice play by the second. I thought he beat it out, quite frankly.
Now batting, number 23, Ethan Gonzalez.
Kid at second base got a lot of range over there.
Yeah, man, nice play on that one. Bobbled a little bit. Still managed to get the throw off, and then the first baseman made a nice play scooping. You know, that scoop's not good. That bounce isn't going to come as true as it was yesterday on the turf. We played excellent defense yesterday, but so did the Crusaders.
Gonzalez in the first inning went yard at Brother Rice and said LASIK Park.
Yeah, we could use another one here, couldn't we?
Shout out to his mom and dad. I apologize. It didn't get there early enough to capture the action. Ground ball to second baseman. He picks it up and fires over to first to retire the side. The Friars go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll be back at the top of the second here after a word from our sponsor. The Cordial Inn, located at 9207
For
31st
generations,
Street.
Chicago has trusted one name for bread done the right way. Toronto bread is baked fresh every day using time-honored recipes, quality ingredients, and a whole lot of pride. From family dinners to neighborhood favorites, Toronto brings people together one slice at a time. Proudly baked in Berwyn and served across the Chicagoland area, this is more than bread. It's tradition you can taste. Toronto bread, Chicago's bread.
All right, back in the action here. As the big right-hander for the Crusaders steps in, number 23. Get you a last name here in a minute.
I think Nolan Romley, I believe is his name. Big boy.
Upstairs, brushes him off the plate.
What number is Bobby?
I got nothing.
Okay.
Bounce back in. Milder at 19 pitches. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, please.
That was number 20, I believe.
You got it. I'm gonna keep track of that for YouTube watchers, and so they know, kind of follow along with the pitch count.
Takes a hack at that one, fouls it straight back. This second inning is brought to you by the Julie Sutton Group. Julie Sutton Realty. Taking care of the greater Chicago area, always working hard. That one hammered out the left field. Drifting foul and out of play.
All right. Got 2 strikes again. Hopefully Bobby gonna battle back here, get this guy.
Is this working? No.
Oh, it is. It'll give you the
Oh, curveball. Yeah, he gets him punched out, and he knew it.
Again, that long,
Nice
slow
pitch.
walk back to the dugout, right? Beautiful pitch. Bobby broke off the curveball at the perfect time.
Speaking of real estate, I think the Julie Sutton Group helped to sell that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Strike 3 and 1 out away. And
That's why you are a professional, man. It's a definition of a segue. And
went in there for a strike called.
call that strike?
Sure was. Webster didn't like it.
Dugout says that's not you. Common.
Keeps you positive. It's another new segment I wanted to introduce to our program here, Pat. I'd like to get your opinion on it.
Am I gonna like this? Or,
Yeah, you're gonna like it. Things that dads say
Okay.
while during Little League,
Sure.
from the stands to the players on the field.
Okay.
And you just reminded me one. That's not you.
That's not you.
That's not you.
Sorry.
I know there's a lot of them. We can interject them when you think of it.
Come on, kid. Face it.
That one through the hole between short and third, scooped up by Ponzio. That's going to be a single.
Yeah, Bobby got what he wanted there. I got a ground ball. Just happened to sneak between the third baseman and shortstop.
Another one of my favorites for those dads who have sons that are pitchers is just throw strikes.
Yeah, of course.
Just throw strikes, right? Just
Saw it one time at one of my I forget what tournament we were at. We were pretty young, 12U, 13U maybe. Coach gave that refrain. The kid just put his palms up. Said, "What do you think I'm trying to do?"
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. What do you think I'm doing out here? Or from a hitter's standpoint is, how about nobody better? Nobody better.
Help yourself. Don't help him now.
Yeah.
Help yourself.
Right guy, right spot.
Help yourself.
Right guy, right spot.
I had a
Right?
coach one time, Lonnie Walker.
There we
Saint
go.
of a man.
Yeah.
But that was his refrain. Help yourself. Don't help him. Help yourself.
Foul back to check on that home plate cam once in a while.
Yeah.
Keep it honest. 0-1 to count, one away man on first here. No score, top of the second, excuse me.
I'm going to ground ball right at somebody, right?
Yeah, how about Ethan Gonzalez? That one's in there for a strike. Curveball's working for Milder here early.
Yeah, he's really locking him up with that. Really locking him up. How about another one here?
Keep your head on it.
Oh,
Curveball stayed on it. That's out the left. Ponzio motor. Gets down, keeps it in front of him. Great job by Luca. And a diving attempt. Leaves his feet and manages to keep his glove in front of that.
It's unfortunate for Bobby. Those are two pretty weak hits, and they both found grass out there. Not the fault of the defense.
Tip my hat to Ponzio out there. Nice job by McConnell covering, but yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, partner.
It's okay. Just a little discouraging because he's really pitching well, not getting any hard contact. And if they both managed to find grass, now he's got a bit of a jam in the first and second.
Takes a little something off that, gets the hitter out in front. Ramoli.
I would keep throwing that, you know.
A little chatter from the Fenwick dugout.
Right.
First and second here, though, with only one away. Zach Morgan back there. Like a brick wall, that kid.
He really has been, man. What a beautiful block that was. That was textbook right there, Ryan. That was as good as it gets. 31 pitches. Nolan Ryan.
Oh, wow. He comes back with almost like a quick pitch there. Fastball. That just like popped out of his hand.
It did get in on Romley pretty fast. He had to do
Didn't he?
good to fight it off. Barely got a piece of it. Just dribbled towards the first base dugout. Which isn't common. He almost caught the man on deck. Bobby's got another 2-strike count. Hope we can throw him the dark one here.
Oh, gets him maybe. No, a little bit low. Home plate umpire.
That was a good pitch. Want to live there. I say that a lot to the pitcher. Live there. I like the location, but
Live there, yes. Oh, Wilder steps off the rubber. Looks the runner back at second. We'll do it again here.
Got to keep him honest. Strikeout here would be big.
Might want to. Josh misses low. Now the count is full here. We don't want to get into trouble here with the bases loaded against these guys. We saw what that did. They got a good eye at the plate.
Yeah,
they foul off a lot of pitches.
That was a good pitch there. Didn't miss by much. I think it was another good one.
Wilder goes right at him. Ramoli fouls it off home plate.
He's got to win this battle here, Ryan.
For whatever kind of wind there is, it's slightly blowing in, but I think it's inconsequential.
Well, this is the least windy game we've had here in the early going. Oh, there's a lot of wind on the floor.
Timeout called and granted.
Oh yeah, points to the batter just to make everybody know that, hey, blame this guy. Blame this guy. He's the one that called timeout.
Yeah.
Blame this guy, you know? They used to never do that. Now they point.
They point right at him. It's his fault.
Just to let the pitcher know.
See what Myler comes back with here. And it's a walk behind that. Morgan picks it up. Got to flip that mask off, I think.
Yeah, we got all kinds of trouble here. Though we do got one out. Ground ball anywhere would help. And 14 Helpingstein.
Yes, helping something.
Yeah, we can't see it all.
Hopefully it doesn't help his team score any runs here.
No doubt. No doubt. Big moment here for Bobby. Top of the second.
Yeah, strikeout here is what we need. Or a double play.
Pop up.
That's going to get Harlem Avenue. That might be trouble for a passerby.
Oh, that's
coming down with a lot of velocity.
pretty solid concrete. So solid contact with the concrete, came down hard, but it did not hit a windshield, a fender, tail light.
That's Dan Flanagan in the outfield featuring his Illini colors. University of Illinois. I don't know if they're called the Illini anymore.
No, they're called the Illini.
Yeah.
They just don't use the chief.
Ah, is that what
That's
it
a whole
is?
other, that's a whole
Yeah,
other segment.
the mascot issues in the United States of America. Very controversial.
Oh,
Here we go.
tuned him up there.
Now it's Milder moves ahead here. He's got 2 strikes.
Needs a strikeout here. Needs a strikeout. Ground ball right at somebody. That would help too.
I think he comes back with a curve here, partner. We'll see what he
comes out with the head in the count.
steps off. Didn't like it. It's called Morgan out. Timeout. We're going to get together here.
I'm gonna make sure that they work on their signals. Guy at second base, guys all over the diamond. They want to make sure they're not passing on any signs. I'm gonna throw this. Gotta be convicted here. Gotta be your best pitch. It's a big moment in this game.
Production directed Liz Lateral here for this home game. Appreciate her helping out.
Yeah, good to have her back. Wonder if she'll make the trip down to Burbank with us on Thursday.
3-2. Foul back to Harlem Avenue again. The light let out, so look out. Boy, that's been very lucky so far this year.
Yeah, there hasn't even been one close yet. I'm just checking the pitch count, making sure I'm staying on top of it. Oh, the field looks beautiful today. Glorious day.
Yeah, base is full of Crusaders here. Oh, he gets him swinging through that one for strike 3. And now there's 2 outs. And the much needed strikeout.
Much needed. We are 1 pitch from getting out of this inning with no damage at all, Ryan. Against Crusaders, they're gonna put some guys on base sometimes. They're gonna you gotta make big pitches when it matters, you know? You're not just gonna go through easy innings all 7 innings. Sometimes you're gonna have some traffic. You gotta make the big pitch. Hopefully Bobby can do it here.
That one upstairs. I think he's trying to stay right there. It was a good pitch. Didn't chase.
Yeah, back at the top here with Campbell.
Campbell's second baseman?
He's playing shortstop.
Shortstop.
Middle infielder.
That one gets the corner for a strike call. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, don't want to fall too far behind with the bases loaded. Hitter like Campbell up. Don't want to groove it to him. You know he's got a good eye. At that point, you're just waiting for him to hit it at somebody, so you're hoping you can get ahead.
Need Milder to have some innings. He's looking really good. Let's get out of this. Get back in the dugout. Leaves that one upstairs on purpose. 2-1 the count here.
See that one upstairs too, and now he's kind of got to come to him here. I'm thinking he's probably thinking that.
Three and one the count. Here comes that one hit in the air. Fouled, out of play. And now the count is full. Let's see if Milder threw his best pitch here in the
Yeah,
set.
yeah, this is a big one. Big one. Full count. Hopefully, he's got to get over the plate.
Steps off the rubber. Base is full of Crusaders.
You want to slow those guys down a little bit. You know they're going to get started with the full count and 2 outs. You just don't want them to get that merry-go-round started too soon. There's not much you can do about it.
He loses them, and that's going to walk around. And the only thing more powerful than a base is full of Crusaders is a caped Crusader.
Yeah, Batman. Well, that was a tough breaker for Bobby.
Yeah, that was tough.
I feel like he's pitching really
Tough
well.
part of the order here.
Yeah, really well. The first 2 guys get on with cheap hits, and then you got to face that top of the order. Got to make a good pitch here. Stop the bleeding, get out of this. 1 run, I'm hoping isn't going to beat us. I don't think it will. Just can't give up 4 or 5.
That ball hit high in the air, center field.
McConnell's got a beat on it, doesn't he?
McConnell's got a line on it, puts his glove up, squeezes for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
That's it, Bobby. That's it,
So
Bobby.
the Friars only give up 1 there with bases loaded. It's a nice job there. We'll be back in the action here after a word from our sponsors.
The Julie Sutton Group is a top-performing real estate team serving the western suburbs, known for delivering exceptional service and outstanding results. With decades of combined experience, their talented agents combine deep market knowledge with innovative strategies to help buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. Whether you're searching for your dream home or looking to maximize the value of your current property, the Julie Sutton Group provides expert guidance every step of the way. The Julie Sutton Group, where experience, strategy, and results move you home.
Back in the action here. Jeremy Munoz steps in, the left-hander, playing first base today for the Friars. Takes a hack at that one. Comes up ending strike 1. It's A.J. McConnell in the on-deck circle. That one popped up high in the air. Drifting out to left field. Short and shallow. Left fielder coming in, makes the catch. That's a challenge.
Now batting, number 5, A.J. McConnell.
Got a fellow broadcaster here for Brand X looking on. Joel Kiersgaard. McConnell gets a piece of that. Tips it foul and back to the backstop. Scooped up by Elliot Bastido. We're going to see Bastido today.
Yeah. I think he's ready to take some swings.
That went down low.
Kind of skipped out of the way of it.
That's good. 1-1 the count. Scratch that. 1-2. And then 1-2. Inside, almost gets the toe. This inning brought to you by the Fenwick Fathers Club. Fenwick Fathers Club President Mike Kotinik here today, looking on.
Is Kotinik here? Yeah, he was here.
Doing a great job at the Fenwick Fathers Club and their mission. And when we go to commercial, you'll hear all about that. There's a ground ball and shortstop scooped up, fired across the diamond. The speedy McConnell is retired by a half step. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Just go from there to one. There to one. That's all you have to worry about. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Then backing out and some of the other stuff you're doing. Right? You know what I mean? We're going to see Elliot Bastido, tall left-hander, leading the team with OBP and his batting average. Stands in after a couple of days off. Much needed rest for the young man.
Yeah, that one must have missed on the outside corner. Didn't miss by much.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that one's a strike. All right.
That one a little bit low. Called a strike by the home plate umpire.
Yeah, but the umpire, we're eventually going to give him a hard time. You don't escape the wrath of the Rhino and Pat show.
That's right.
You're the umpire. Yeah.
Ground ball pulled, foul down the right field line. And that's the home plate umpire from yesterday is the actual field judge, would you call that? Or
Field
the
umpire.
field umpire?
Field umpire, yeah. I noticed that. Called a good game yesterday.
I thought he did too, partner. Oh, that one just misses low.
Did not miss by much.
Bastido works the count. 2-2 here. First two Friars were retired in order. There's two away. 1-0 Friars trailing here early. There's a chopper to the shortstop, gloved on the 2-hop, fired high, and he comes down on the base. And Bastido's retired, and that's going to do it for the Friars. They go down in order. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Friars chasing 1-0 the Crusaders. We'll be back in the action in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Mike Kotinik, president of the Fenwick Fathers Club, proud sponsor of Fenwick Athletics. The Fathers Club started in 1932 to provide financial assistance to families in need. I'm proud to say we're almost 100 years later, still continuing that tradition with our tuition continuation fund. If a Fenwick student loses a parent and there's financial need, the Fathers Club helps make sure that that student can complete their Fenwick education. We are a club open to all dads and guardians of Fenwick students. We host monthly events to build camaraderie amongst our dads. Events range from a March Madness party, a bags tournament, to a Theology on Tap session. We're able to introduce our members to school administration, teachers, and coaches so they can get an up-close view of the Fenwick experience. The Fathers Club also provides community while supporting and delivering on our mission. We'd love for you to join us at the Fathers Club. Find out more about our events and membership at fenwickfathersclub.com. Thanks for your support.
Yep, back in the action. Here's Bobby Myler takes the bump again for the Friars to start the top of the third. Curveball in there for strike called.
Bobby's really got the curveball working today. The Crusaders having a hard time picking it up. He's got a good enough fastball to keep him honest when he breaks that curveball off, particularly when he throws it for strike one.
There's a ground ball. The shortstop, Ethan Gonzalez, picks it up, fires it over. Poof.
He gets
close play at first, and he gets him.
We'll take it.
I'd like to have a conversation with your better half, Tricia, at some point. I want to talk a little bit about fashion in this segment. It's interesting to me, the male shorts conundrum. I'm interested through the 90s, they were really long, and then in the 70s, they were really short. And then in the middle 90s, they got short again, and then they got long again, and now the shorts are short again. What's going on with men's shorts?
We'll have to talk with her about that, Ryan. That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. You know, she would love to come on and probably share some of her thoughts about
That ball hit out into left field. Ponzio
Great play.
makes the catch on a line drive going to his right, lays out and woo, sells out for that
Great
one.
catch. It was a great catch. You know, the ball was flying out there in such a line, and he stood so stiff that I thought he was just going to play it off the bounce. And the next thing you know, he's diving for the ball. It's one of those ones that it's like coming at him, knuckling, and he doesn't want to overcommit himself. So he really, really played that one well. And now we got 2 outs. Bobby could use a nice short inning against.
I don't think any of the Friar fans saw that.
No.
There wasn't a sound made behind us.
How great the catcher was.
Beautiful catch. That ball was hit on the screws. Exit velocity, I got 98 miles an hour.
Yes, I would agree with that.
That one hit out in the right to McMahon. McMahon going back. Oh, he's flopping around. Oh, he goes to his, he fell down. Now he's up again. Now he picks it up on the warning track and he fires it into the cut man, Julian Torres, who's all the way out in right center field.
That ball really
Woo!
knuckled on Mike. You know, it's unfortunate because he had him played perfectly. Like, they had him positioned perfectly. And it was kind of that line drive that was hit right at him. What he did not account for was the slice on it.
Did you see that thing?
So it came at him, and he started moving to his left, or at least he froze, and he didn't realize that that thing was going to start slicing back towards his glove side. And he dove, and by the time he dove, it was too late. Hopefully Bobby can work through it and get out of it. It was not a soft hit, though.
The last two pitches were barreled up for sure. But there's 2 outs in the inning. There's only 1 man on. So let's limit the damage here. Go after Webster here.
Webster catching today.
Remember that show, Webster?
Of course. Good
Nice,
pitch.
man. You are absolutely right, partner. I just want to highlight that comment you made about Milder's curveball because you saw it right there, and you could see it at home. Much better view than we got watching this live stream. That spectacular view from our center field cam, sponsored by the Nero Broadcast Network at that.
And it's not a pitch that's like missing much of the plate. It looks like it's coming right over the plate, but I don't think both the spin and the velocity, they're picking that up at all because they are not giving it a good look.
This inning has been sponsored and brought to you by Play It Again Sports in Forest Park. We love our supporters over there at Play It Again Sports for new and used equipment. Play It Again Sports in Forest Park.
I think the only thing I've ever bought at a Play Against Sports is that, the bags game?
They're very popular. It sets them down, and that's going to be strike 3, and that's going to end the inning. Milder cruising along through 3. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Friars chasing 1. We'll be back in the action here at the Priory after a word from our sponsors. Okay, we're back here at the Priory. Beautiful afternoon here in River Forest, Illinois.
Boy, is it
Friars home field.
Perfect out here.
Now batting, number 42, Michael McMahon.
McMahon, the right fielder for the Friars, got a little pep talk by Director of Baseball Operations, Jim Segredo, before this at bat. Let's see if that pays dividends, partner.
Yeah, that one looks like it came in really hot. He's been throwing about mid-80s, 85. That one, at least the way it popped, really felt like it was coming.
No, lays off that one. Clear as day, ball 2. Not sure what that chant is.
I think they do, though, which is kind of what matters. Aaron Judge?
Maybe. 2-1. 2-1 the count to McMahon.
Wyatt Fagan's joined us in the booth.
Ah, the great Wyatt Fagan. That one brushes McMahon off the plate. Wyatt Fagan had a conversation with him before the game. And Wyatt had a Little League game the other day. And
yeah, he dominated, man. He was not.
Talk to us about it.
Yeah, sure. He reached 4 times. Couldn't have been prouder. It one hit for a double. It was a missile into left field. As I said, it probably would have been a home run if they didn't have the grass wasn't cut like the second cut of the U.S. Open, to where it's just kind of out there. I had a hard time finding it, and they retrieved it, and he got a double.
And McMahon is 3-2 the count to McMahon.
Looking for a first baseman here. He caught 4 innings. Just an absolutely fantastic effort. But the best thing he was a teammate, cheered on his team.
That one hit high in the air, tailing foul towards Harlem Avenue into the trees, and McMahon's going to get another chance at it here, full count.
Hey,
Congratulations to Wyatt Fagan. What a great game. It's always nice as a parent when you're sitting there watching those Little League games.
Oh, yeah, when the ball flies off the bat and he's running around the bases, it's what it's all about, right?
This inning brought to you by Big Nick's Catering. McMahon's down on strikes.
Manos came back and got him. Good pitch
On a
there.
3-1 count.
Yeah, looks like we were going to get our
Now batting, number 8, Zach Morgan.
Oh, man. That one inside. Off the catcher's glove. And that's Johnny Buckman picked it up, tossed it back in.
Getting some on my social media feed that Johnny Buckman just agreed or signed to play with St. Xavier University next year. Congratulations to him. It's good news.
Is that right?
Yeah, it came in on my social media feed. A lot of his teammates are posting.
That's fantastic.
Good news.
Well, that one's certainly catching Harlem Avenue. Hold your breath. There's contact.
I heard contact. The first one of the year.
First one of the year. We'll be seeing that motorist momentarily.
Right, he's going to be looking for we'll tell him Segredo. Well, Jim Segredo's got a pocket full of money. He's going to take care of him, I think.
Guarantee they come over to the press box. They always think we're in charge of something over
I've
here.
always found that interesting. If they're looking for us.
Morgan battling here. 2-2 the count with 1 away. Friar's got to get something cooking.
Partner looks like he's got a lot of money on him all the time. The test he does not.
Yep. And Morgan's retired on strikes looking. And there's 2 away, and that's going to bring up Johnny Buckman, excuse me.
Yeah, Johnny's got to get us going here. Be the number 9 hitter, be the second leadoff man. Friar's got to get something going here offensively. Hey, Julian. Bats have really.
Got Julian Torres drawing his own on-deck circle over here.
Yeah, it's nice to know exactly where it's supposed to be, so that way you're not.
Throw a note out to Dennis Marani. We need some on-deck circles here, Dennis. What do you think about that?
Yeah, with the Friar logo. See the full Johnny with that one.
0-2 the count.
Manos has really found his groove here in the last 2 innings, second and third. I feel like he grinded a little bit with that first at-bat to Torres. Since then, he's been.
And then he punches him out. Strike 3 called. And that was a 3-pitch strikeout to Johnny Buckman. That's going to end the inning. The Friars will be back at the top of the order when we come back in the action here in the bottom of the 4th. Friars still chasing 1-0 here. Top of 4 coming up. Crusaders to take the bats right after a word from our sponsors.
When it comes to great barbecue and crowd favorite comfort food, Big Nick's Catering delivers every time. Owned and operated by Nick Casaccio, Big Nick's is known for bold flavors, generous portions, and food made the right way. From juicy grilled burgers to crispy wings and perfectly prepared chicken, Nick and his team focus on quality ingredients and great taste in every bite. It's simple food done exceptionally well, with the kind of flavor that keeps people coming back for more. When you want food that truly satisfies, trust the team that does it right. Big Nick's Catering. Big flavor in every bite.
Back in the action here at the Priory. Milder back on the mound for the Friars. First pitch fired in there for a ball. Milder looking good through through three, I should say. That ball hit high in the air back towards Harlem Avenue.
Yeah, Bobby's a fantastic pitcher. He's showing it again today against his brother Rice Crusaders. Really dealing, staying ahead, making the pitches he needs to.
That one hit high in the air.
Ponzio's
Left
there.
field, Ponzio coming in. Center fielder, McConnell coming in. And he squeezes and drops it. And that ball is thrown back into the infield. And oh my goodness gracious, that one's into the dugout. And what was a pop-up is now a triple. And man, the wind all of a sudden kind of picked up there, it seemed like.
Off the bat, I thought I was going to go to Ponzio. You know, whatever it was, man, the ball's got to be caught.
Yeah, that was up there for a while. It looked like it was out the left fielder. Ponzio was coming in. McConnell called him off, but he was coming in like a freight train. And the ball would have been caught about 15 feet off the dirt in the grass.
Yeah, I think that's why, as the infielders quit on it, somewhat understandably, but we've got to. It looks like the official score is giving an error to McConnell, and that's a tough error.
Tough error, yeah. It really is. It ended up being a
That's why they should assign a team error.
3-base error, for heaven's sakes.
Well, you know what? I actually probably would have given him a double and then an error on the throw.
We never know who's scoring. Game
man.
changer. That would have taken us out, partner, I got to believe.
No doubt. I think Liz will be looking for a dentist and a facial reconstruction surgeon. If there was no fence here.
Well, good news for us. We have Ponzio Dental.
That's all right.
There's a hot shot in between short and third, and that's going to score a run.
That was missing.
And now we got all kinds of trouble here as we're trying to adjust our press box, Mike. That was a rocket off the bat. That's going to score a run. So that error was costly for the Friars as the Crusaders pushed that run across the board relatively quickly with the next hitter. And now with a runner on first and no outs, Milder's got himself in a position. There's that curveball. Oh, wow, just missed outside.
Did not miss by much, no. No, must have drifted off the plate, the sweeper.
This inning brought to you by AA Rental Centers. AA Rental Centers providing all of your rental needs, tents, tables, chairs, anything else you could think of. AA Rental Centers. I mentioned it earlier out in left field. All of our sponsor banners are up, looking great out there. There's a ground ball, and that's going to go through the right side. McMahon coming in. He fires it over to the shortstop Gonzalez, and now they're on the corner. Solid single. split the gap between Munoz and Torres. Nothing you could do with that.
Yeah, another one perfectly placed. I mean, the hit that Romley had was an absolute missile. But other than that, you know, you got a pop up that wasn't played right, and then one kind of a seeing eye single there, 82 hopper into the outfield, and we're back at the top with Campbell.
Pipe that one in there for a first pitch strike. Friars looking for their first out here in the top of the fourth. One run in already. 2-0 Crusaders. Runners on the corners. Nice curveball there. Gets the strike.
Floated in high. Campbell doesn't like it, but there's no appeal system. There's no ABS system here. And
Yeah. Was he tapping his hat?
he just kind of had that incredulous look on his face, like, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh man, that one hit high out to left field. Ponzio's got a beat on it. Squeezes, fires it in to the cut man. And the manufacturer run on the sac fly. Runner doesn't advance to second on the play from first.
Yeah, Bobby's got to take that. Another one that wasn't particularly well hit. Kind of a lazy fly ball to left field when you got a guy on third base.
Yeah, it goes to say when you're playing good teams, you can't give them more than 3 outs.
No,
right?
you can't make mistakes like that.
And you make a mistake like that, and you put a guy on third with no outs, and it's going to come back to haunt you, and it certainly did here.
Yeah, and then you couple that with the fact that you're not hitting it all, and it's not a recipe.
Oh, man.
What are you looking at? Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'll fix it. You switched the teams on me here. Sorry about that.
Thank you to our production director who caught that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
We adjusted our scoreboard.
Just
Sorry
says
about
team
that.
1, team 2, so.
Yeah, they don't make it easy on you. Nothing's easy.
No.
You know what else isn't easy? Pimping, I heard. I heard that pimping ain't easy.
No.
Someone told me that once.
Song.
Heard that back in the 90s.
Hope I was going to make a good pitch here. Got Cunningham in the box. Somebody's phone is ringing.
Oh, he doesn't get the call there. That one leaves
there.
upstairs. 2-0 the count.
Looks like a good pitch there. Kyle Kanusik standing right by the booth there. He didn't like the fact that wasn't called a strike. I'm inclined to agree with him. That one came in with like the belt.
All right, gets the call there. 2-1 the count now. See if Milder can battle back here.
Yeah,
Get the second out of the
He's
inning.
Still pitching a great game. Just needs a ground ball right at somebody here.
Yeah, a comment you made earlier though, whether it's 3-0 or 2-0, if you're not hitting,
No, it feels like it's 10.
it might as well. Exactly, you took the words out of my mouth. Part it might as well be 10-0. But we'll see. There's a lot of game left. It's only the top of the fourth here.
You'll hold him right here and break out.
3-1 the count. There's a ground ball through the hole on left between third and second. Ponzio picks it up. Play at the plate.
Get him.
And the runner's in safely as that ball was a little high for Morgan. He jumps at the apex of his leap, snags the ball. Runner advances to second on the play. And now they're at second and third. 4-0 Crusaders.
Yeah, I got to tighten that up a little bit. That ball's got to be cut. Somebody's got to tell Zach when it's not cut that he's got to throw to second base. He got to play there.
He had to play at second. I think he just was looking at third. I think Torres was there, but yeah, make a little noise.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a break in the action. We'll come into our press box cam here, talk to you while Coach Q goes out to the mound. Talk to our fans here. How's everybody doing? We're good here, I'll tell you that. This game's getting a little far away for the Friars. It's 4-0 here, and the Friars haven't got a hit to boot, partner.
No, I mean, you felt it kind of coming, to be honest with you. Harrison did a great job on yesterday keeping us in the game basically the whole game. We didn't score any runs yet here in the first 3 innings. In fact, we haven't even a base runner yet. This Crusaders lineup is so good. Eventually, that dam was going to break, and you're starting to get the feeling that it's going to happen here in the top of the fourth inning.
Friar's got to get the bats going. We'll take you back in a second here, but with the last two games being 2 hit and then 2 hit again and no hits today, something's got to happen here soon for the Friars to get things moving. Back in the action here. Thanks, Liz. That was great. Good segment. Appreciate that, partner.
Yeah,
like
course.
getting into the bring the fans into the press box,
Yeah,
give them a
that's
feel
fun.
what's going on here.
Yeah, that's fun.
There's that curveball.
Yeah.
I just want to live there.
Agnew knew it too. He saw that one coming in. And he knew he couldn't pull the trigger, so just let it go.
Excuse me. Oh, man, gets a piece to the hitter. Hit by pitch. Now the bases are going to be loaded. And can't tell if there's any action in the pen. I'd have to assume with Coach Q having his first visit to the mound. And that's it. Short leash there. They're going to 79 pitches. Milder is going to hand the baseball over to the coach.
Yeah, things really sped up on Bobby there in this fourth inning. You know, it was that I don't want to blame it exclusively on the error, but that didn't help.
Sure didn't. We'll take you to commercial real quick for this pitching change from one of our illustrious sponsors.
When it's time to celebrate, AA Rental Center has you covered. From tents and tables to chairs and everything in between, we help turn any gathering into an unforgettable event. Whether it's backyard parties, weddings, graduations, or corporate events, our team makes it easy from setup to teardown. Proudly serving Melrose Park and beyond, AA Rental Center brings the party to you. Rent easy, celebrate big. You know that dream where you finally find a salon that actually gets your hair right? Well, we got the place for you. Mac Daddy Salon in Forest Park takes you from crossed fingers to confidence in one visit. Real stylist, real results, and zero hair regret. Wake up smiling, walk out glowing. Ask for Tracy at Mac Daddy Salon, where your dream hair is no longer a dream. Mac Daddy Salon, dream hair delivered.
Pitching change for the Friars. Liam Cahill in for the Friars. Fires that first pitch in there for a ball. He inherits bases loaded. I'm sure he's happy about that. But as a pitcher, he's calm and he's patient. He doesn't get rattled. Steps up to the mound. Calm demeanor. Fires that second pitch in there for a strike call. That ball hit high in the air, drifting, tailing, foul and out of play, right behind the first base dugout. Got a little yellow going on there. Gonna have to invest in a stadium chair for my production director over here for Fenwick. Aluminum benches are not the most comfortable. Cahill fires Curveball drops it out in front of home plate. Hitter gets a piece of it, but Cahill moves ahead 1-2 the count here. Big strikeout here if Cahill can get him. He's ahead. Let's see what he comes up with here. Like to see him elevate that fastball after that curveball, see if he can get him swinging. Cahill gets the sign, kicks, and fires. And that ball bounced high in the air off a home plate, and a run's going to score. And the woes continue for the Friars. It's funny how we can glue together 4 innings, maybe 3 innings. 3 innings of baseball has been what we've been able to handle from a pitching and defensive standpoint. But it seems right at that 3-inning mark, things start to happen. And now they're at second and third.
It's only 1 out.
Only 1 out, 2-2 the count. See if Cahill come back with that curveball here, his best pitch. Everything okay over here? And the full count offering bounced in there, and another run's gonna score. That one skips past Zach Morgan, who is most definitely one of the best defensive catchers I've had the pleasure of watching. Those are just tough to handle as they bounce off the actual dish and take a goofy hop and skip past into the backstop. Nonetheless, 2 runs plated by way of the wild pitch. And now they're on the corners here with only 1 away. And a solemn hush comes across the Priory Park here as this game is slowly getting out of hand.
Come on. To me, there, Ryan, I think you got to throw that ball through and take the guy out. We got to get outs here.
If you missed it at home, there's a stolen base attempt that was successful. Pitch was cut off, hoping to get the runner from third going home. Did not happen. Ball was outside. Cahill having some control issues here. So he comes into the game, inherits bases loaded. Now they're at second and third. Pipes that one in there for a strike.
That's a good pitch. Got to keep finding it there. Got to keep throwing strikes here.
Oh, that's the same. We're in the same show. Mm. Three and one the count. And that ball's upstairs. And now their bases are loaded again here.
11 pitches. Yeah, Cale's had a hard time finding the plate since he came in here. Got to find it here. Hopefully he can coax a ground ball out of him, get us back in the dugout, get out of this inning.
The only spark of excitement we could have be a double play, maybe get the Friars bats going.
It's a good pitch there.
Fires that one in there for a strike call. Pin the radar gun at 86 miles an hour.
No doubt, no doubt. That one came in with some velocity there. Curveball.
Swings through that curve. So that's a good series right there.
Yeah, good
two
pitch mix
pitches right there.
Got ahead now. He can't mess around with it. He's got to keep battling, keep pressing, pick up some confidence in those 2 pitches. You know, when it's going tough like this.
Came back with the curveball. It was a nice one too.
Pitcher,
And Nebels stayed on it, fouled it back. Partner?
hitter, everyone, but particularly the pitcher. You know, just focus on executing this particular pitch. And if you do it, then get the ball back and focus on executing the next particular pitch. Don't worry about any runners on, don't be outs, don't worry about the score. Just execute the next pitch. Hopefully that'll slow things down a little bit for him and not.
Fastball upstairs for a ball.
Allow the unfortunate circumstances that are kind of befalling you right now to, like I said, let it speed up, let it snowball on you to where you're just going to crumble out there. Yeah.
That ball hit high in the air, center field. McConnell going back. Sack fly is going to score a run as he gets it in quickly. Runners move up to second and third. Here you go.
Another run is scored, but we're
1 out away from getting out of it.
1 out away from getting out of this mess. I think this is the most we've given up in the inning. That first inning in Florida, Bobby was pitching that away from. I think they gave up 7 or 8 runs. Other than that, we managed to avoid any sort of disastrous beginning so far this season. Really, any big innings at all.
A lot of big hitters on this team.
Yeah, they are
big in stature. Ball misses. Pitch misses rather for a ball. Still feeling the effects of the sun from that Florida trip.
Yeah, no doubt.
Had to utilize some lotion to keep the peeling down.
Yeah.
Curveball popped up in the air.
It's going to reach the...
And it's drifting foul and out of play. Ponzio giving chase.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had my lips be as burned as they were. I think Trisha gave me something that wasn't, I think it was sun attracting rather than sun repelling.
Stick of butter, perhaps?
Something. It was an absolute disaster. I mean, for about a week straight, it was brutal. Because the rest of my burn wasn't too bad. But I'm with you, though. My skin's been dry. It's been good pitch.
I think there was a little extra mustard on that one, partner. Would you agree?
No doubt. No
a little
doubt.
frustration pitch there.
In the last 2 batters, he's definitely found it here a little bit.
Josh Morgan at the broadcast
Hey,
booth.
Josh, how are you, buddy? Yeah,
How are you feeling, partner?
Good to see you.
Have a seat, man. Have a seat. We'll take Josh Morgan in the booth here. Josh coming back after surgery. He's got his sling on. And Josh, how did the surgery go?
Oh, it went good. It went good. I mean, I finally feel my legs again from the anesthesia, but it went good.
And when was the surgery?
Oh, at like 9 in the morning.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a trooper. Look at this guy.
You didn't drive here, though, did you?
No, I didn't.
Josh, you don't want to keep you here too long. Just if you don't mind answering, though, how are we looking here in terms of your rehab and working towards the summer and the fall and then getting back next season? How you looking?
Oh, good. I'm gonna be in cash for 12 days, and then I'll be in a brace for 6 weeks, and I can start rehab right away. So summer ball, I probably won't play, but hopefully I'll be back for fall ball.
Playing football this year or no?
Unfortunately, not. It's not looking too good for football.
The last thing I'll ask you, Josh, and it's more of a promise, buddy. You're going to be back next year, right?
100%.
Is that right?
Thanks, man. Go ahead. Join your teammates. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you, Josh, and thanks for joining us in the
Thanks,
broadcast
Josh.
booth. Speedy recovery, partner.
Of course. All right, good pitch. Good pitch. Way to get us out of it, Liam.
And Liam gets a strikeout called there, retires the side, but not after. The Crusaders put up 6 runs on, I don't know, was there a hit? Maybe,
No, there
no,
were a
3
couple.
hits. Yeah, 3 hits, ground balls through. Anyway, Friar's got their work to do here as we move into the late innings. We'll be back in the action after a word from our sponsors. Knock us off.
For more than a century, Oak Park, Illinois has been a community built on strong values, proud traditions, and neighbors supporting neighbors. From its early days as a small village just west of Chicago to the vibrant community it is today, Oak Park has always been a place where people take pride in where they live. That same commitment to community is what drives Oak Park Bank. For generations, Oak Park Bank has proudly served local families, homeowners, and businesses with trusted financial guidance and the kind of personal service you only get from a true community bank. Whether you're opening your first account, buying a home, or growing a business, Oak Park Bank is here to help every step of the way. Because great communities deserve a great bank. Oak Park Bank, built on community, focused on you.
All right, we're back in the action here. Friars got the top of the order here. 7-0. Bottom of 4 here. Still a lot of time for the Friars to get the bats going.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, Ryan, what I'd like to see.
Oh, man, that might stay in play. That's high in the air. Drifting foul back behind the bat stomp.
You know, I think Friars just got to show you something here, Ryan.
Yeah.
At this point, you just gotta you gotta dig deep. You know, I know this isn't a blowout. It's not like an out of control blowout. You're down 7 runs. I think you just got to focus on trying to score some runs, trying to start something. Show the coaches something. Show them that you build some momentum for later on this week and into next week. You know? I think that's more important than.
Yeah, partner. You know, I agree with you, but I'm gonna take it an extra step further here, and I'm going up and down the lineup, and we don't have a hit to show today. So let's just get right. Let's just get right to what matters here. You want to play varsity baseball, you got to get on base.
Yep.
And we don't have any walks. We don't have anybody that's been on base really. And you can't play 3 games and have 4 hits and then be getting shut out here at home. Obviously, right? I mean, that's the obvious thing. So I want to go back to what you said, which I appreciate. Let's show some grit. Let's show some tenacity from these Friars. Let's see some fight. And let's see them rally around each other here. It's the middle of the game. There's still plenty of time, and let's go.
That could be trouble.
It's going to be a close play at first, and Ponzio's retired.
Excellent play there. These Crusaders, they do everything well, right? That was an excellent play.
It's easy to give up. It's easy to hang your head. It's easy to quit when you're up against the wall. Is what I'm trying to say here. You know what's hard? It's hard to go back in there, try to be positive, try to fight through a little adversity. Now that's a little bit of me coming through the broadcast here, but that's the way I live my life.
Let's show them something here, no doubt. Yeah, and you see the pressure it creates on the pitcher to try and fight through. And you saw Bobby kind of feel it in that 4th inning, particularly. You know, you're not getting any hits, not putting anybody on base, and then pop up, and they drop it, and then the bottom falls out.
Yeah, Bobby's living and dying by every pitch. He's got no run support.
And look, this kid on the mound's throwing a nice pitcher, throwing a good game, but it's not coming at 95. You know what I mean? It's an 85 mile per hour fastball. We've seen that before. He's all over the plate, so it's not something that we haven't hit before.
You're right.
Boy, it was a pleasure seeing Josh come in the booth, wasn't it? There it is.
There's Gonzalez going to get the first rip of the game. That's off the gap cut off by the left fielder. They get it in quickly. And just like that, Gonzalez is aboard with a single. And let's hope that's the spark with 2 outs to get these Friars going.
No doubt. No doubt.
I had a nickel.
Now batting, number 18, Jeremy Munoz.
Foul back and way out of play.
Jeremy made a nice pass out there. Got up in his zone a little bit and wasn't able to do anything with it.
Gonzalez takes a conservative lead down 7 runs here.
Yeah, with the left.
Wow, takes a lot off that one. Munoz lays off. Manos y Munoz here we got going on.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That right field line is wide open, but that one's hit high in the air. The ball is caught for out number 3, and that's going to do it for the Friars. Nice hit there by Gonzalez, but the Friars are retired. They're still chasing 7 here. We'll be back in the top of the 5th here after a word from our sponsors. In a city that never slows down, your time, your health, and your focus matter more than ever. Healthcare should feel personal, attentive, and built around you. That's where concierge medicine makes the difference. With direct access, more time, and care designed for your life. You're never just another appointment. Sean Cahill, MD, Concierge Medicine. Okay, back in the action here.
Cahill's still on the mound, yeah. Yeah, you know, Liam found something there, those last two hitters. Got back to the spin and the other great pitch.
There's a little chopper to third, scooped up by Buckman, fires over, and runner beats it out. They got some speed here.
Yeah, they do get some
Speed wins. You know, sometimes at the beginning of the season you evaluate your players, you know, and you try to see who your speedy guys are, and you want to work those guys into the lineup because even a slow roller like that, as we've seen, you get those infield hits.
Yeah. And Johnny came up and made a nice play on it.
Sure did. Clean as a bean.
Yep, made a good throw. These guys are just good. You got to play well. Got to play clean baseball.
Infield single, nothing wrong. So Zach goes to make that throw and it hits the hitter, partner. Is that interference?
I don't think. I don't think the hitter has a duty to move. I think as long as he stays stationary, he's good. And I don't think Campbell moved at all.
Oh man, that one's pieced out in the right field. McMahon coming in, scoops it up, and fires it into the shortstop Gonzalez.
Yeah, McMahon made a nice play on that one. Got the ball in real quick.
McMahon's got a long way to go to get down on that ball. He stands at 6'4" or something like that.
He's got a unique way of playing outfield out there, no doubt about it.
That's right.
That's exactly it.
Now we got runners at first and second here.
Liam's got to get that ground ball that we've been pining for this whole afternoon.
Oh man, and plunks the hitter, and he's going to give him a free pass. And Cahill.
Make him come back. He didn't move.
So what's the call?
It's going to make him come back because he didn't move.
Here we go. We got the home plate umpire here. They're going to come right out and talk to us. Switch. So apparently the call in the field was that the hitter did not make an attempt to get out of the way of the baseball, and so therefore he was not granted the hit by a pitch.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I don't think you're required to get out of the way.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think what's required is that you can't move into it, though.
It's
He's going to discuss that with the on-base.
I was going for the home plate camera.
They may change this.
Or you could drop us. There you go. So he holds his finger up as
ball
one.
Yeah, ball one. Friar's got a break there. I didn't actually see what he did, but I think what the rule says, Ryan, is that you're not allowed to move into the ball. But I do think if you just hold your ground, so to speak, then you're not required to move.
Gotcha.
And I think that's what he did. He saw that it was coming floating in at about 60 miles per hour on a curveball, and he was ready to take his base. He gave Liam a look, which was a little silly, but
that went out. It's going to be a no man's land. Buckman coming in, scoops, nice play. And those big long arms, he was able to snag that baseball off the hop. And ball dropped out in the right center about 25 feet off the dirt. Now the bases are loaded.
yeah, even when they don't.
What do you call that, Little League? Or when you're
Texas
playing?
League or Duck Snort, whatever you want.
No, I was thinking, when you're playing in the backyard baseball, you call that cheater's proof.
Right, exactly.
Right. That's going to do it for Cahill. We'll take a break in the action for this pitching change. This pitching change is brought to you by Janus Henderson Investors.
Your investments and our insights. Your ideas and our innovation. Your vision and our mission. At Janus Henderson Investors, we believe working together is the way to work better, with your goals and our expertise in perfect harmony. Janus Henderson Investors, investing in a brighter future together.
Finn Milder. All right, back in the action here. Pitching change for the Friars. We had Bobby Milder to start the game, and it looks like we're going to have Finn Milder to perhaps close this one out, at least in middle relief here, depending on how things go. Man, oh man.
We got to get some outs here, Ryan.
Our live stream is slow. That's 73 views so far of this game. A bunch of people putting it on and turning it off, perhaps. The stands out in center field by the American flag are full of fans.
Yeah, it's a good place to watch the game.
We got our first home game tailgate set up for this Saturday morning, 11 o'clock start. That'll be exciting. See if we can get our Fenwick football parents. Oh my goodness gracious. First pitch, Finn throws, he plunks the hitter, and that's going to walk another run in. How many runs have we walked in today, partner?
I don't know. We're hitting too many guys, too. But Crusaders probably.
I want to say 3.
Getting tired of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been bottom's kind of fallen out here the last 2 innings, Ryan. That's a fact.
Finn battles back and throws that one in there for a strike called. And for the second time, the relief pitcher inherits bases loaded. Or maybe not. Was there a run? Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Ground ball, second baseman. Torres over to Gonzalez for 1. Over to Munoz, throws it wild. That scores a run.
2 runs scored. Nice play by Juju there. He didn't make the most settled throw to Ethan. And I think that sped Ethan up a little bit, but nice play by Julian to at least get him out there. We're going to run our first 10-0 game.
I took the glove hand away from the bag.
Yeah.
Which took him off his throwing motion. But, and get it out. Everything all right over here?
Strike 1. There's again for strike 2. Good pitch.
Finn gets him swinging. 1 and 2 the count, I think maybe. I'm not sure. The light bulbs are out on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we got 0-2.
Another note to Dennis Marani. On deck circles and light bulbs in the scoreboard, partner. That one hit high in the air. That's going to be playable. The shortstop Gonzalez coming in. Drifting to his left. And he squeezes for out number 2. Friars get a much needed out number 2 there.
Yeah, no doubt. Once again, Finn, as he has for a lot of times this season, comes in and just settles things down. Just does a really, really good job of mostly throwing strikes, mostly doing what he needs to do.
I think I'm going to donate. Do you remember watching Major League?
Of course.
And the Cleveland Indians fans, they had a drum in the outfield, if you remember. I used to bring a drum with me to the freshman and sophomore football games until I got shut down by the IHSA umpires, or excuse me, referees, officials. Yeah.
I wonder what they did that for.
I said I cannot play the drum, IHSA rule, while we are on defense.
Okay.
Which is usually when the fans are the most loud.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe that. However, I still have that drum, and it can be positioned very well out in center field for moments like this.
Good pitch. Didn't miss by much.
I have to get that drum out. Certainly the Friars humming to the beat of a different drum in this game. Like that one again?
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
2-1 the count here. 10-0, Brother Rice. And the proverbial wheels have coming off here in the middle innings for the Friars. That one gets him for a strike. Looking 2-2. Big pitch coming up here by Finn.
Finns are probably up in the dugout. Favorite move of theirs. I'd like to see him throw a beautiful pitch here. Get this guy. That's gonna hang up for AJ, right? Yep.
And McConnell out there in center fielder has to take about 2 or 3 steps, and he squeezes the leather to retire the side.
That's it.
Bona's crazy, says, bring the drum back. Yeah, I'm starting to hone in on who Bona is crazy, because that drum was a Chicago-based deal, not Virginia. We're going to be back in the action here after a word from our sponsors, partner.
All right.
Respect for the game begins here.
When you come into our dome, there's a pulse, there's a heartbeat.
Everything you see in here is dedicated to training the athlete. When you come in, I want you to be hungry. You have to put in the work that you know you need to do to get to where you want to be.
The focus of this facility is to develop the complete athlete.
So you can make more noise with your feet on the bleachers. I said, yes, sir. And so, man, they just went crazy. All 60 of them or whoever's there. All right, we're back in the action here as A.J. McConnell retired the last out of the inning. Much needed out.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, again, Finn came in and did a pretty good job. You know.
Yeah, sure
hit
did.
The first guy, and then after that got 3 straight outs. So that's pretty good pitching. Kind of stopped the bleeding. Made sure this score wasn't something like 19-0. You know?
Connell underneath that one. He goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
Number 27, Elliot
Bottom of 5 here. Bastito looks at first pitch, strike called. Friar still kept to 1 hit in this game. That one smoked, 1 hops the pitcher. It's going to be trouble. Bastito going down the line. And
yeah,
pitcher takes it himself for out number 2.
Elliott got good bat on that one. Made a nice pass that unfortunately hit it right at somebody. So even when we hit the ball well, we're not getting a lot of luck here. So.
Mute that. Mute it. McMahon stands in, takes first pitch outside.
Oh, the
for
ball.
Ball 1.
Looked like he was ready to call that a strike, but
maybe he just lost his balance. We don't know.
We thought of it.
That one chopped to the ground. That's going to be trouble. Pitcher takes himself, falls down, throws it from, oh, geez. Contact at first.
Nailed him. That's a hit. It's our second hit.
Son, did the ball hit McMahon
It
there?
did, yeah. It hit him right in the ear hole, or in the ear flap.
Now batting, number 22, Rocco Nero.
I think he had a bit of a beat on that play, but he fell down and then tried to throw from his keister.
It made it almost look like a decent throw.
It was. It sailed arm side on him a little. He drifted into the runner.
Grass is still probably a little moist out there after the light rain we had right before the game.
Rocco Nero steps in.
Nero coming to the game here, 10-0. Big moment for the kid.
Well, it is. He's got to get an opportunity here. And
Nero looking for a knock. Maybe move McMahon around. See if Nero can piece one out in the outfield. Hammer one of these fastballs. Takes first pitch in there. Strike called.
Called the strike. Looks like he was in off the plate.
This inning brought to you by Bo Jackson Elite Sports. Nero, no stranger to a right center shot and no stranger to an 0-2 count. He does his best work down 0-2. Let's see if he can shorten it up.
Yeah, gonna have to again here.
Stay on top of one here.
Let's get that curveball. Did throw something off speed. Looked like it. Umpire said it missed. I don't think it missed by much though, Ryan.
Gio Rangel on deck. Should Rocco reach?
Good cut. Bounced up and hit him in the nuts, it looked like, but not showing any. Didn't it look like that? Not showing any ill effects.
Now you're loosening up.
Yeah. Made a good pass at that one, too.
Down low, 2-2.
Those 11 pitches. Taking a good at bat here. 2-2 count.
Nero fouls that back. Having a decent at bat here. Staying alive after being down 0-2. Works at 2-2 here.
Man, getting a big lead there at first. Nobody holding him on. Customary.
Upstairs, full count. Full count to Nero here. Nero fouls that one out of play down the left field line.
Full count, McMahon was off the pitch.
Nero seems to be seeing it well here. Let's see if he can.
You know what? He settled into this at bat nicely here. Hopefully he can pull one in player, get a line drive with McMahon moving, maybe drive him in. I feel like
And strike three swinging, and that's going to retire the Friars.
And we're going to line up, Ryan. That's going to be the ball game.
That's going to be it. Score 10-0 after 6. And the Friars sat down by way of the slaughter rule here. And that's going to do it here at the Priory for a homestand. And the Crusaders take both games from the Friars away and at home. We'll be back, I guess tomorrow is what I'm hearing, for a wrap-up of that game versus Montini.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to pick it up in the bottom of the fourth. Zach Morgan's at bat. We're got a 10-4 lead, and he's got a 3-0 count. And hopefully, Friars need to hang on to that one, obviously. It kind of goes without saying. We got a tough stretch here, and if we can hang on to that one, get a win, and then, it's then go down to Burbank on Thursday and play the nationally ranked St. Lawrence. It doesn't get any easier, Ryan. We all know that.
2 games against St. Lawrence, one in Burbank, and then back on Saturday. Is that what it is?
Exactly.
Back on Saturday here at home for the very first Saturday morning game we'll have here at the Priory. So we'll have all the action for you then on Thursday, and for Saturday we'll be away for tomorrow. We'll be out tomorrow, but back in the action Thursday. Thanks for watching all of our live streamers. This has been another production of the Nero Broadcast Network. You were watching the Pat and Rhino Show. For my partner, Pat Fagan, I'm Ryan Nero. Thank you. Be safe, and we'll catch you next time.